my brothers and sisters and I were really happy that you showed up. We weren't sure if anybody would actually make it, but they all showed up. We appreciate that, that's the support.
Gary and Lisa are 2 minutes away.
Wow.
They have missed it. Forget it. Remember that at will time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I say a lot of things that none of you have bold enough, nerve to say, right?
Well, maybe we'll get some nerve tonight, and we'll be able to say a few things that my dad will appreciate. I want to start out, because we were talking about some of the things that that's happened to him over the years, happened to us because we're hanging around him. And I'm going to start out by just telling you a story, because this guy liked fishing, and I think that's why he took me along, and maybe it was an excuse that he could go fishing. I'm going to tell part of this story, and I think I'm going to let my dad tell the other part.
Uh-oh.
I think I must have been about 8 years old, 7 years old, and we had just come into Seattle, and we're living actually at the time over on 32nd, right near the Angle Lake Fire Department and all that. So my dad took me out, and he wanted to check out a fishing spot over there along the golf course. And it was getting late. It was getting toward dark. And there's a pond that's right down the base of Kent Des Moines Road, right by Meeker. Okay? So, I'm running all over hell, and he's trying to keep track of me, but he's trying to check out some fishing spots. And all of a sudden, I started yelling that I was in quicksand. Why don't you tell what happened?
Well, anyway, we were going down there to meet with my brother Bob and his 2 boys. You brought their 2 boys, and we got down there and it was dark, and you fish for bottom fish at night. You have best luck. So it was about just 10. It was in the summertime. It was about 10 o'clock at night. We got down there, and I said, I yelled out, Bob, and I could hear him. He's down there, and yelling, we're over here. So I get out of the car, and I said, now, David, I said, now lift it up the trunk to get the gear out. And I said, now you stay right here. Don't go anywhere, because it's dark and you can't see the path. Well, I got the trunk up, and I just reached the first part of the gear out, and I went to get the other, and I looked around, he was gone. I said, David, and I could hear him off in the distance, quicksand, quicksand. So I run down there. I didn't know if there was quicksand here in Seattle or not. I run down there as fast as I could, and there he was, up to his waist, and he was going down, and I grabbed him, and I pulled him out of there, and when I pulled him out of there, I dropped him faster than I pulled him out. Here, the farmer that had the land pretty close used to dump all his cattle dumpings into the edge of that lake. And Steve found it.
And David found it.
Or David found it. So anyway, I took him home.
We got it on record. It's
He had a new pair of shoes on. We threw them away. I had him stripped out by the outside of the house with a hose, and I was hosing him down with ice cold water. It stuck so bad.
And I was crying.
I had all the windows rolled down in the car, and we made it home. Anyway, that's the story.
Well, he did end up taking me fishing again, so he must have cleaned me off okay. But I remember crying and the hose and the whole thing out there in the front yard.